If you're looking to gain some more potential out of your build, the Superchips Flashcal Plus will be a great mod for your 2020 or newer JT Gladiator. And I do want to mention right off the bat that the Eco Diesel and right-hand drive models are not compatible with this Flashcal, so just keep that in mind if you have one of those. Now, nonetheless, this is going to be great for the JT owners who have added larger tires and or steeper gear ratios to their JT and want a very easy way to calibrate those changes. Now, this little device is going to unlock a laundry list of capability for your truck when it comes to monitoring your JT's gauges, adjusting specs and parameters, checking and clearing trouble codes, and more right at your fingertips thanks to the upgraded wireless and Bluetooth design that connects right to your smartphone via the Superchips app. Now, that makes it super user-friendly as far as the system is concerned if you want to take advantage of not only your day-to-day driving, but also your trail driving. Now, this little thing is going to have a ton of features, but some of the main ones include a tire size wizard that will adjust for exact tire size and calculate the actual speed for accurate readings, and will have the ability to adjust your transfer case and axle gear ratios. This also has a crawl screen on the app to allow and control crawl functions when off-road, like sway bar disconnects, adjusting rock block, line lock, engine idle, and TPMS functions right on your screen. Now, on the app, you'll also have the ability to read and clear those trouble codes like I mentioned before, but you're able to get more information about the code, so it's not going to leave you questioning with random numbers. Now, there are other functions including custom DRL setups, the ability to enable and disable factory functions depending on your JT setup, and much, much more, and you can check out a full comprehensive list right on our site. Now, the device itself is just going to be a small little dongle that plugs right into your OBD-II and connects it via Bluetooth to your smartphone or your smart device. This is also going to come with a body control module for the 2020 and newer JTs. You will have to bypass in order to change some perimeters, so this is what that is for. Now, all of your Jeep's information will be displayed in the Flashcal app, which you can find in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, depending on your smartphone. Now, the device will be very small and subtle, which is really going to stay out of the way if you do need to keep it in for certain functions, because some functions are live and you will need to keep this in for those. However, if you don't necessarily want to use those, or you're not switching information around on the fly, you can take this out. Now, on top of the device, you'll also see a couple red indicator lights to know that it's plugged in and on. You'll also see some stainless detailing and the Superchips logo for a bit of added styling. Now, this kit's going to come in at roughly $250, which is right on par for a calibrator like this. Now, I do want to mention that this is not a tuner, nor will it have tuning functions, but it will have more than the average calibrator if you want to adjust some parameters without getting into the nitty-gritty of tuning your JT. Now, what I do like about this as well is that this is going to be wire-free compared to its predecessor and other options, and it's going to offer you a more immersive experience and an easier experience, in my opinion, with the app being paired right to your phone. Now, that's going to make information easy to read and change on the fly without having to mess with the physical device if you don't want to, making it a great option if you want a hassle-free way to get the most out of your JT. When it comes to install, this is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 10 minutes to get the job done. Now, at this point, we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how to get this onto your JT at home. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
What's up, guys? Today we're installing a Flashcal in our Gladiator, so let's get started. So to install our Flashcal, we're going to have to go underneath the dash, disconnect a couple connectors, and then plug them into the back of here. So now we can come underneath the dash, and we're going to find these 2 connectors on the left side. Press in the black tab and pull those out. And then we can plug those in and tuck that back up out of the way. And now the only thing we have left to do is to plug our OBD-II connector into our OBD-II port. So once you download the Flashcal app, you're going to turn the Gladiator into accessory, and then it'll search for it, you'll find it, and then you'll get this prompt where it's going to lock the device to your VIN. So you can go ahead and hit continue. Say yes. And then you can go through the menu. You have a bunch of different options here. Tire sizes, drivetrain, lighting, Jeep specific options, and service options. You also have gauges, have diff locks, you can scan for check engine codes, and then you also have vehicle information and the Superchips information. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Superchips Flashcal Plus for your 2020 to 21 Jeep Gladiator JT. Thank you for watching, and for all things Gladiator, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.